Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 10th through the 16th. This is a collective reading, so please know that it may not resonate with everyone. If it does, please consider giving the video, the YouTube channel a like and a follow and subscribe here. And you can find these readings as well on my podcast, The Divinely Guided Feminine. You can find this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and basically anywhere that podcasts are available. If you enjoy this reading, something that I want to try to start uploading to YouTube. So my channel will definitely evolve as these readings begin to take place. So look for weekly readings as well as monthly. I've been doing those for the elements in relation to your sign. So you can find those for this month of October on my podcast. And we are actually going to start this week, October 10th through the 16th, as the beginning of this journey that I want to share these readings on YouTube for. I'm going to start with some tarot cards here, so let me know if this resonates, if you enjoy it, and then we'll close it off with some tarot, with some oracle cards. We're going to use the Goddess Power deck for this reading, and we will just go through and just see what comes up, what's the energies, and what you can expect for this week moving forward. All right, so we'll get started with the tarot cards here, and I'm just going to give them a nice little shuffle, and then I'll spread them out and then just pull some cards for you today. So what does the person listening to this video, this podcast, wherever you might be accessing this reading from, what do they need to know for the week of October 10th through the 16th? Angels, guides, ancestors. All right. Let's see. All right. So the first card I got is the Death card. I definitely see some kind of rebirth happening for you this month. We are in the fall season, so it's all about releasing, letting go, making way for something new, and really turning inward as we move towards winter time, when it's all about introspection, all about seeing where things resonate and just meditating and sitting on that. So with this Death card, I do feel that the rebirth that you're wanting, this rebirth that you're going through, is really going to really shine within this week. I got the Nine of Wands in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. So I do feel like getting clear on your truth and just speaking those intentions out into the universe in a manner that supports you, that connects you with your higher self, and the journey that you're wanting to take here is going to be beneficial for your path. This Nine of Wands in the reverse, I feel that there might be hesitation around making these shifts, making these changes, moving towards your passions. Nine can be like the completion, almost the completion of something, like maybe like setting those intentions and planning those out there and really waiting for these things to harvest in your life here. And with this Nine of Wands being in the reverse, I feel like it's that movement towards a bigger picture. It's that movement towards that King of Swords. And I feel like this reading is asking you to just really make sure that you solidify and make decisions that are going to benefit your truth. King of Pentacles comes out, so there could be some like financial breakthrough, some financial like abundance coming in, and you're really starting to feel that security that you're wanting to harvest in your life. And if you're not feeling that right now, I want you to trust and believe that these intentions and these changes can make way for you, as long as you're allowing, as long as you're open. Temperance card comes out in the reverse, so there's that balance that needs to be created here, and that balance in yourself, and just knowing that anything that you move forward towards, as long as it aligns with the decision and the choices that you're making in your life here, you can create that neutral place and that in between. I mean, we're in Libra season, so it is important to really weigh out your options, out your connections here. And that Temperance card is asking you to make sure that you are living in that neutral standpoint where you're not allowing things to make you feel one way or another. You're moving from that heart center. You're moving from that place of balance, of understanding, of deep inner knowing. Page of Wands comes out underneath that King of Swords. So again, there's this new beginning being offered to you, one that's rooted in your passion, one that's wanting you to move forward and trusting the intentions and the visions and the truth that you're putting out into the universe. So if you have any hesitations around this Page of Wands, allowing opportunities that are connected around your vision and your truth and the passions that you're trying to create for your life, it's time to let that go. It's time to allow for those stirrings of something new, those stirrings of inspiration, of truth, of inner guidance to really move you forward here in your path and in your journey as well. So we're going to pull 3 more tarot cards just to clarify. 2 of Swords. If you're being pulled in 2 directions, maybe it's time to look beyond the vision that you think is the only way. I feel like with this 2 of Wands, it's asking you to really see all viewpoints. There's not just A and B. It's not just black and white. There is more to everything. There's a deeper meaning behind situations, behind people, behind why people come into your life and why decisions are or opportunities are presented to you. And it's time for you to really tap into that. It's time for you to, if you feel like you're at a standstill, at a fork in the road, like just know that whatever decision you choose is going to be what you make it, and just make sure that it aligns with that bigger vision, with the source, with the inner guidance that you might be receiving right now. The star, like, but in the reverse, I feel like, you know, the star in the upright is inspired action. It's like hope, and there's like energy of being able to move forward and move towards the visions and towards the opportunities and things that are being presented to you. And the star card being in the reverse, you need to listen more to that inner guidance. I mean, it's a clarification card for the 9 of Wands and the Temperance. I feel like the more knowing and trusting that you have in yourself, that you are being guided by a higher source, and one that is of pure intentions and the intentions that you are trying to set in your life, the more you can allow for things to unfold, the more you can see the bigger picture and really move in a direction that feels fulfilling, that feels right, and that really aligns with your truth and your purpose and the choices that you're making here. So we're going to pull 1 more tarot card, 5 of Cups. And this is asking you to stop looking at things from a place of lack. Stop looking at things from half empty. Okay, it's time for you to see the abundance, see the beauty here. Like she's got these 3 cups and the crows are surrounding here, and how they're just looking straight down at these cups. She's not seeing the things that are blossoming. She's not seeing the 2 cups that are still full, that are still trying to allow her to see the truth and to see the abundance that is on the other side, that you can create and grow. And with it being a clarification card to this Page of Wands and this King of Swords in the reverse, what is your truth? What are your passions? What brings you joy? Where can you start shifting that uncertainty, that fear that, okay, things aren't going to unfold the way I need them to, or they're not happening fast enough, or whatever it might be that you have allowed yourself to believe. It's time to get out of that mindset, because it is not serving you. This 5 of Cups is saying there's more, there's abundance, there's happiness, there's bliss, there's joy, there's peace, there's whatever it is that you're looking for out there. And it's time for you to trust it. It's time for you to believe that there's a bigger vision and see that bigger vision and just move towards that, and allow every action, every intention that you put out there into the universe, allow it to be that. Allow it to have a connection to the joy and the peace and the bliss, and know that you're being guided by a higher source. This is not just the way things are supposed to be right now. This is not the end, okay? There's a rebirth, right? That Death card comes out and says there is a rebirth. That King of Pentacles comes out and says there is abundance. You can stand in that power. You just got to allow for this rebirth to happen. You just got to allow for your truth And you got to allow for that bigger vision, okay? You can't just look at A and B. You've got to look beyond that. So we're going to go in with some oracle cards now and just see what does this person need to know. I'm shuffling them a little loud. Generosity, right? Oshun here. A beautiful card. Generosity. And that doesn't have to be in a material sense. The more that you give, the more you are able to receive. But giving from a place of intention, giving from a place of not overworking or overdoing, extending yourself beyond what you're used to. I feel like if you can find that balance, that goes back into that temperance. If you can find that sweet spot where you're able to give and give properly and fully, and also allowing that to help you receive abundance. If you know what it feels like to give to another person, you're able to really know what it means to receive, because you allow for that joy, you allow for that allowance, right? It's all about allowing. It's all about releasing any resistance around how things are supposed to be or what they're supposed to look like, and just letting it be what it's going to be. All right, and I pulled this assurance in the reverse. So I feel like this card is asking you to know that everything that you want, everything that you ask and put out into the universe, it comes right back to you. But are you aligned with it? Are you trusting yourself to allow for this to come? And also knowing that the assurance that you're wanting to call into your life, or like the security that you need, it's there. Your angels and guides want you to trust that. And I feel like that star card in the reverse is asking you to have hope, to have faith, to allow for these messages and these truths to come to you, and just moving towards that, and knowing that as long as you're living your truth, creative spark, I mean, that's pretty much saying, like, goes back into that Page of Wands. What brings you joy? What is it that is like, I feel like that there's something else that you can be doing, and what that is, you might not know exactly how to put it out there just yet, or how to share it into the universe and share your powers and your gifts, but there is something within you. There's something that is stirring. There's something that is asking you to look a little deeper, to explore a little more, to open up to what can be and what will be. So trust that creative spark. If you're having something come in, what is it, right? What sits right here in that heart center that really brings you joy and brings you happiness? And how can you market it? How can you make it a way that's going to really help you see that King of Pentacles, right? We'll put one more clarification card here. All right, and the last card I got is patterns. So I feel like, maybe you're going through that cycle with that death card. You're seeing things being replayed, and now it's time. I feel like you're ready to cut it out. You're ready to really stand in your power and stand in your truth, and not continue to go through the same things. So with it being near this Five of Cups card, I feel like it's saying, quit looking at the lack. Quit looking at the situation and look at it from a more empowered standpoint. Look at it from a way where you are cutting down those thoughts and fears and whatever it might be that keeps replaying in your mind. You're cutting that out, and you're cutting down. You're not allowing it to take over this journey, this growth that you have created in your life here. So if you keep seeing things replay in your life, it's time for healing. It's time to view it from a different viewpoint, okay? Because it's not serving you to continue from where you are. And then I like to pull one more card just to summarize the reading and just offer advice from the moment that you're seeing this video until the end of the day on October 16th. What does the person need to hear, or listening to this podcast? Because I am recording my podcast at the same time that I film this YouTube video. And so the last card I have here is illusion. So right now, from the moment that you're seeing this until the end of the 16th, be mindful of the people, of the situations that might be presenting itself, because it could be not exactly what you're expecting, not exactly what you're feeling. And I feel that you need to figure that out. You need to make sure that you're not falling victim or falling being entrapped by things that are not serving that highest good. And that could go back to that star card, that fear of things failing, that 5 of cups, that fear of not being able to have that abundance and that peace and that joy, or whatever it is that you're looking for here. Those are illusions. Those are the ego not allowing you to grow and stand in your power. So if you are feeling those types of feelings here, where can you shift that? Where can you really pick out what's not serving you and what's not truth? So that way you can be more receptive of what is truth, what is aligning with you, and what are the intentions and actions that you're putting out into the universe. So thank you so much for tuning in. That was your reading for the week of October 10th through the 16th. If you enjoyed, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And until next time, beautiful soul, stay blessed.